What's going on, everybody? It's Aaron Cates coming at you with another video today. Now today I'm going to be doing an installation video of a part that goes inside your truck. If you've ever seen a couple of my videos where the seat is indented in here and kind of like, why is that slouched down so much right there? Well, what happens is the springs that go across the seat break, and when they break, everything gets pushed down to the bottom like that. Now you'd think I have to replace the whole seat now, that this is no good, or I have to take it to an upholstery shop, have everything put back inside, and have springs fixed, or something like that. It's really not that bad. All you'll need is some sort of ratchet, a 11mm 12-point socket, and a 15mm 12-point socket, and of course the replacement part. Now what this does is this runs across the bottom, kind of similar to this on the bottom, and there'll be springs that connect to these sides, and what the springs do is hold everything up inside the seat, and when you sit down the springs can flex, and this is what holds everything in. Well, it's happened over time of me getting in this seat, and back when this truck was a lot lower and I'm 6'6", when I go to sit down, it's a long way down, and I think what happened was all my weight coming down has broke these springs. Now you may be wondering how much this might be. That's total, including tax, shipped to my house. The link will be in the description below. The cool thing about this kit is it comes with instructions. Now it's not showing you how to get the seat out, which is what I will show you how to do. As all this shows you how to do is just put the spring into the seat. But you actually have to take the seat out in order to do that. So stay tuned. Okay, to get the front bolts out, this is where the 15mm comes into play. You just take these two nuts off, and then I'll show you how to do the back. Okay, now that you have your two front nuts off, which are these right here, make sure you put them somewhere you're not going to lose them. Move the seat forward all the way. As you can hear, springs are getting caught down there because they're broken. Now you have access to the two 11mm. As you can see, my seat's very broke. So take these out, and I'll show you what to do next. Okay, now that you have these two 11mm bolts out, you want to come and unplug this harness right here. To remove this harness, you just press down right here and pull. Make sure, press down right here and pull. Make sure you keep your hands on here so you don't pull any wires out of the back. Never want to pull on the wires themselves. And once this is out, the seat is completely free. So let's pick it up and take it out of the vehicle. Now that the seat is out of your vehicle, would be a good time to clean up anything that has fallen down, like straw wrappers, bottle lids, all this foam that is from my seat, lizard skeleton, you know, normal things that go underneath your seat. Now that you have this out, you want to carefully flip it over. This goes back in here, and this is what you need to get out. Where these springs are, that you can see, are clearly broken. In order to get this out, you take off this nut and this nut right here. I'll show you what to do after that. So you get these two 13mm nuts off. What you want to do is you want to pick up on the bottom of the seat. You'll have these two white plastic like locking nuts right here that slide into these grooves. Once you pick this up, you need to slide this down so they can come out. There's one on each side. And once you do that, this is now free. And you want to remove this from the bottom of the seat. Have the seat out, you can simply follow the installation instructions for the seat springs themselves. So now that you have the seat taken off the actual rest of the seat, you can remove these springs. I'll show you step by step me getting them out. What it wants you to do now is remove this piece right here from these springs and do the same on the back, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, so as you'll see in the instructions, it says remove the seat, upholstery, and foam pad off your frame. And you may be thinking, I don't want to remove this foam pad, I want to reuse it, I didn't buy another foam pad. It can be reused. It's not like you're taking it out and you have to throw it away and it can't be used again, and this all has to be sprayed with adhesive or whatever to be put back together. That's not true. The upholstery is clipped down into this metal frame right here. Now the only thing extra that you'll have to do is, if you have power seats like me, you have to remove these 5 screws right here. Take this cover off, pop the rest of it off, pull the upholstery off, pull the foam padding out, follow with the instructions. Get these 5 screws out. There's going to be a plug on the back side of this. You just need to press inside here to remove it. Maybe take your screwdriver that you just used, pop it down in there and remove that. Okay. Once you remove the upholstery, the old spring basically just falls out because it is hooked like that. And it goes up and hooks up there. So now, install your new one. You might need a little spring helper. You can use a little piece of string, not like twine or anything like that. You're going to need something a little bit stronger than twine, but needle nose, string, anything to help you pull that spring down onto your new seat springs. I'll pick you guys back up once I got my new ones in. Okay, once you get the springs back in and hooked up to the other springs, you want to put everything back together. Now I put a piece of cardboard in here because, as you remember, mine has been completely broken for a little while now. A lot of the foam is coming out, so I put this piece of cardboard in here to kind of help with that and help support it a little bit more. And as I was putting this back together, I noticed my seat itself, the frame, is cracked. So that probably justifies why this might have broken. I think this seat has been underneath some wear, and it was probably like that way before I ever got it, because I do not weigh enough to actually crack a seat. I could see this being a 15-year-old truck, me breaking the springs, but I'm not going to be breaking metal. I'm not big enough for that. So $20, fixed it temporarily until I can get another seat, I guess. I wonder if you can just buy this frame offline. I might just do that, because my seat itself isn't torn yet. You can see it's getting close, but it's not torn yet. And you can buy this upholstery online, so it's not like if your seat is torn, you're screwed. You can always replace it. You can fix anything. Remember that. Anything can be fixed. Well, let's put everything back together and I'll show you the finished product. Remember to put your seat controls back on here the way they came off. Now once you have everything back together, you want to go through and check to make sure everything's plugged back in. This is the one that plugs into the floorboard. You want to check and make sure everything is plugged back in, because it's going to be a lot easier to do it right now than it will if you have the seat back in the truck. You want to tighten your nuts down all the way. Make sure everything's slid and locked into place. And then put it back in the truck. The seat back in the truck. You want to get your plug. Sorry, this is hard to do with one hand. Plug that back in. Now you can put the 11mm bolts back in. Make sure everything is lined up. As you can see, this needs to come over. There we go. Let's put everything back together. Okay, now you want to move the seat back. And reinstall these 15mm nuts right here. Now, as you can see, compared to the first video, this no longer has a dip in it. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, the link for this spring kit will be in the description down below. Stay tuned for more videos.
I pull up, all the kids screaming, whoa, whoa. They eyes